Are you all ready to start the game?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Oh, you know what?
I'll
Jumping
probably
into
be
it.
asking questions a lot.
That's
to
fine.
let you know.
Before we
guess-
jump into it, we still haven't figured out what your ship's name is. So, you all are open. You're operator owners of a scrapper ship. What do you guys want to name your ship?
Apparently I'm not allowed to name it the succubus.
I don't want to call it a succubus, but
Succubusy. Sorry.
Succubusy.
no.
You can
Are we going
you
for
can
like
name
hard
it.
optimistic or like
I'm always
pessimistic with this
pessimistic.
name?
You can
I'm
name
always
it
pessimistic.
DZ, and then nuts.
No.
I vote for DZ nuts.
Like I said, I really don't want like a purely joke name.
So then what
about
names inspire you? Are you looking for optimistic or pessimistic?
I'm
Are you
looking
looking
at the
for
table.
adventurous?
We have some choices here.
All right, let's look at the table. That's in Discord, right?
also
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me scroll up to that. Let me scroll down to that.
There's a descriptor and then a ship name. Very
Yeah,
similar
that's
to
right.
what's in Helldivers.
Well, we could roll on it.
Yeah, we could just leave it to chance and like not argue about it or be
But-
indecisive or some dumb shit.
If we roll on it and it ends up with a 4 for the first name, you can't say anything about it.
Yeah, that would be what I have to agree to.
Who wants to make the roll?
Wait, the table is split up. How many? There's 2 tables, right? 2, 3
Yep.
tables. So one of you could roll one, and the other one could roll another one.
Do you two
And-
want to do it? Dora?
Now,
Hades?
here's what you guys do, okay? Because you're not just rolling on that. One of you rolls a D10 on the first name. The other one rolls a D10 on the other name, and the other one of you rolls a D10 for the benefit. Before you roll, figure out which one you guys are doing.
I'm gonna roll for one of the names. If my roll is supposed to count, we don't want my roll to be the roll.
Okay, first or
I
second
roll
name.
For the... do you have a preference?
I was gonna roll second name personally.
That's great. I want to roll the modification.
Okay, so let's start in that order. Hades, you roll first.
All right, one
There's a chance to
D10.
test rolls too.
Roll.
10.
Yeah, I got 10. The
The
proper.
proper.
Okay.
The proper.
Willie, why don't you roll? You got a...
The proper vulture.
All right. So you guys have... Your ship
The
is...
lusty vixen, but that's okay.
Your ship is the proper vulture. And then... Al, roll your D10.
Okay. 3.
So for your ship's benefit, you guys... oh, that's a relationship. It's going to be like, what? Ammo stockpile. Each time you start an adventure, you may refill the ammunition for one weapon.
Oh,
Interesting.
he must
That's
have a
not what it
different-
says on
Refill
the...
my stun batons ammunition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
on
must
the-
have a
on the-
different.
In Discord, it's
cheat
the
than us.
ladders.
Yeah, for us it says the hull is covered in detachable ladders.
Oh, no. I'm looking at the benefit. All right, we were looking at the modification. The benefit is one down from that.
Do you guys want
Oh,
your...
okay.
Stockpile.
Do you want your
Ammo
whole cover?
stockpile.
Do you want your hull covered in detachable ladders?
Fuck yes.
I mean,
Okay.
That's
kind of.
chaff.
Yeah, okay.
In a desperate situation, that's chaff.
But also like, it's really funny.
All right.
It's funny. It's very utilitarian.
Yes.
My note is
Also, it's
ship's benefit is ammo stockpile and also covered in ladders. All right. So we've introduced this ship, and the reason the ship is so important is because this is an OSR, low health, high damage threshold. This game is not balanced for fair play, as it were. This is a high mortality game. As such, your ship is your meta character. Your characters may not survive, but your legacy may, in the form of your ship, and the crew members that you've left in cryostasis aboard the ship. Now the story opens as the proper vulture, scrapper ship of our intrepid crew, makes its way to Sagittarius A star, a place promised with riches, maybe witches too, promised with riches, scrap, and lost ships. But
wonder.
But something awaits there, rising out of the event horizon. On their way to their new profitable venture, our crew has taken on a few odd jobs to help pay fuel costs. We find the proper vulture hauling ice to resupply Ypsilon 14, a mining station. They'll be picking up some supplies and a passenger to take to Prospero's dream. Their passenger to be is a miner, Mike, who's commissioned them to take him off the station. You've docked into the station without issue. You've been told, you've been given your clearance, you've been directed, they've told you they're going to send some people to unload the ice. As you all enter the docking bay, why don't you introduce yourselves, introduce yourself as the player, and then your character. And then I would also, right after you guys introduce each other, we're going to go ahead and talk about how your characters are related to each other.
Okay.
Let's start with you, Al.
All right. So we're introducing ourselves, us as players first.
Yeah, players, characters, and in relationship if you got it figured out.
Relationship I don't have figured out, but
You're an orphan.
I'm Aquinas, known as Al. I don't know much. I don't know how to introduce myself as a player. I guess I'm very analytical, and I like problem solving. I like asking a lot of questions. I like exploring, and yeah, I am looking forward to this quite a bit. But my character is 2-diode semiconductor. I named him after the convention in what is the name of the book? It's A Memory of Empire, which is a great book, by the way, sci-fi. And in that book, one of the cultures uses a number followed by a non-living noun as their name. My character is a medic, primarily, because I like to play medics all the time. And he's a scientist, so I have scalpel and scrubs, but yeah, that's my character. I don't have a lot figured out as far as background, other than he comes from a culture that is very stuck up, and he's kind of on the back foot out in the wilds, out in the barbaric territories of space, and yeah, that's where I find myself. So that's me.
All right. Also, he's an orphan. Hades, you're up next.
He's old as shit. Of course he's an orphan.
Everyone becomes an orphan eventually.
If you die before your parents, then you're not going to be an orphan.
Okay.
All the happy stories end with an orphan, okay?
90-year-old in the helping home. Like, did you know I'm an orphan? No, they died like 2 years ago.
I see.
All right. Introduction time, though. I am Hades. As a player, I am very tactical in my approach. I'm also usually a chronic goody two-shoes, but I don't know how that's gonna play out with me playing this character, who is a robot named CAP, which stands for Combat Automated Personnel. He used to be basically a war robot, like a humanoid war robot. Eventually got used as a drill instructor, and eventually became privately owned, which is where he's at right now.
Okay.
Eventually, relationship status wise, I haven't figured that out all the way yet, but eventually one of the other player characters, mine or someone else's, is going to be the title holder for the robot, because he doesn't have as many, as I understand it, he doesn't have as many liberties as an android. But yeah, that's it.
As a
All
robot,
right.
though, right? You said he was a robot, not an android?
Yeah, he's a robot, not
Yes.
an android.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
So we're using the, I believe that's from the Rimwise expanded rules. We'll be using, the fun thing about Mothership being an OSR is that it's kind of like, unlike something like D&D, where all the rules are there and then you have just a couple modules you can add on that'll add a couple extra rules or expand on it. And OSR is basically just like, it is a box of Legos with very few instructions. So you're kind of just fitting everything together. But I like the idea of there being robots before there were androids. It makes sense. Just makes sense. Willie, you're next.
Yeah. My name is Willie Dustus. The Big Willie. And to be very casual. Not the greatest at roleplay, so we'll see how this goes. Character Ray Dugnut is an android, an actual android. That's about all I have for it.
These are our adventures. It's interesting that we have a robot, an android, and a medic. So it seems the crew of
Oh, what the fuck?
of the proper vulture really didn't want to decant a whole lot of their living crew for this this 2-bit job of delivering a few things. They're leaving it to
Leaving it to a
We have
medic?
one living person.
They got one dude.
How the fuck did I draw this short straw?
Are you the only medic on board the ship?
That I'm aware of.
So maybe that's how.
I'm probably going to end up making a medic.
You don't try to kill your medic. That's basic 101. I guess it is just a drop-off job, so...
You're learning about the wisdom of your ship's crew complement. And yeah, this is just a delivery job. You're delivering ice. As you had come in, you had heard the comms open up as a woman's voice had come through and directed you to dock your ship at docking bay 2, asked you to come aboard. When you had first communicated, when you had first set up your communications with them, she had sounded a little bit frazzled or distracted, which is, a little odd, being that they are on a remote asteroid. you think any chance to meet someone new might be exciting. But your interactions with her so far have been cold. You find yourselves walking your way into the docking bay. The decompression sequence has gone through, and you can hear the voice of the woman who had directed you as you made your way to the station open up on the comms. Welcome to Ypsilon 14. We're gonna go ahead and get those supplies together, and you can be on your way. And she works up the computer across from the airlock. She works a few codes, enters a key, and opens up the airlock. As it opens up into as it
Very mysterious.
There we go. As you open up into what appears to be into a workspace, you'll notice as you come in, there are work boots, heavy mining gear that's stowed in cubbies on the on either of the walls, tucked up into the roof.
Bay?
No, you guys are in the workspace. Can you see it?
Okay, I'll move over there.
Yeah, is everyone in
our
the
characters were not in there.
map screen?
Yeah, your character's in the map screen.
Yeah, our characters just were still in the docking bay.
There is a massive generator. It sits in one corner. It's kind of running. You can hear it's humming as it's running. The terminals are to your left as you had entered. You hear some beeping from the terminal. Screen is visible with some text. And then off to your right is another airlock, and then just ahead of you is a platform. I should say it's more of a pit that leads further into the asteroid, and it's rigged and hooked up with an inset pulley type system that pulls up and down an elevator further into the asteroid mine. Above the... What's that?
Sorry, keep on just describing. I thought you were done describing the area.
There is in the... so on the corner to the left of you is the generator, but on the corner over to the right is a med bay station. This is just a loose gurney that's been set up, a loose stretcher that's been set up, a table, some empty vials, and a couple loose stacked crates and cabinets where medical supplies are kept.
Okay, and just to reiterate, we're coming here to drop off ice and to pick up a passenger. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
To pick up Mike.
Yep.
Okay.
So
So
Sonia,
we docked. Go ahead.
Sonia approaches you all and lets you know that she lets you know that she's supposed to be visible. I didn't have her visible yet. There we go. She approaches you to say that the supplies are going to be coming up here shortly. They'll be coming up the elevator.
Oh, we're picking up supplies. We're not dropping off.
You are. You dropping off ice? and then they're going to be picking up some supplies, which you'll be taking to Prospero Station.
And the passenger named Mike, right?
Correct. Yep.
Mikey
Okay.
boy.
At this point, is all of our cargo already unloaded, or does that still need to take place?
You mean the ice or the cargo you're shipping out?
The ice.
The ice.
That is being unloaded. Sonia will approach you and say, she's saying, I've got a couple of my people. They're gonna go out, unhitch the ice, move it over, where we'll go ahead and melt it down and put it into our stores. Really appreciate your taking the extra trip. We weren't going to be supplied for another couple weeks, and we needed the water.
Well, it's just a job. Where's this Mike guy? We're supposed to pick up a Mike. You know about this Mike?
You're supposed to be picking up Mike. I've never heard of this.
Never heard of Mike?
No, I've heard of Mike. I didn't hear of you picking him up. Why are you picking him up?
Fuck if I know.
That was a part of the job description, along with the ice delivery.
Yeah, we're
Whoa.
gonna pay for that part. I'll look at my. Do I have a data pad?
Yeah, you would have a data pad.
Okay, I'll look at my data pad and double check that was part of our instructions, part of the contract.
Okay, so you'll scroll through the data pad and you will find that the mission has an addendum at the end with a bonus. There's a 10,000 credit bonus if you pick up Mike and deliver him to Prospero.
All right, yeah. I'll turn the data pad around and show it to Sonia. You see, that right there is a very hefty bonus for me. So why don't you just let Mike know we're here?
Well, that's strange. And Sonia will go ahead and walk her way over to her own terminal, pull up the job request. Why was this added? I never added this. Well...
So, are you saying that even if we do deliver Mike to Prospero Station, we will not get paid?
I'm saying I probably would have had a strong talking to if my mining engineer wanted to leave us in the middle of a job if I knew where he was.
You don't even know where he is.
Mike went missing a couple days ago.
Missing.
It's not a big place, lady. Where did he
Well-
go missing?
We're dealing with a lot. And if I knew where he'd go missing, I would have found him and drug him out. As it stands, I've got Rosa down there doing double shifts.
Fuck. All right. So you're saying that we can't get our 10,000 credit bonus unless this Mike guy shows up from wherever he's hiding. That's great. That's really great.
I'm at
Please tell
more.
me the rest of the
Probably-
contract has no hitches.
I'm not. There was this is as much a surprise to me as apparently it is to you. But here's the thing. You find Mike, and I will personally handle him his pink slip. You find him. I'll give him his pink slip, and you can tuck on out. Take him to wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, right, but money. Breach of contract's a really
Will we
serious
get
thing.
10,000? Will we get the 10,000 bonus?
Well, you have to bring that up with Mike, since I'm pretty sure he's the one who tampered with the job request.
Well, we can take a look. Is anyone,
Is it-
either of you good with computers?
Yes.
I guess I can look at your
Um,
character sheets.
All I have is industrial equipment and jury rigging.
I am very good with computers.
Yeah, why don't you, let's see here. Your character's Ray.
Yes.
Ray, get over here. Check this terminal. See who added that to the contract. Because I'm assuming it wasn't there from the beginning.
I will investigate the terminal.
Okay, so you take a look. She's already got the job board pulled up, and you'll see what she saw. You'll see that the job request that she had posted for delivery of the ice and the pickup of supplies had been posted 3 weeks before. You'll notice that the bonus job has a timestamp showing that it was added 2 weeks before. So there's a week difference. It was added a week after the original job had posted.
Very.
And does it say who added it?
Yeah.
Is
so
there a
like
user
log-
associated with it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if there's like a log of who's logged in. Past
Is there
2-3
is there an
weeks.
electronic paper trail?
So, why don't we go ahead and use this as an example to test the dice system? I'll just explain here real quick that this is an over-under system. What that means is that when you are doing a challenge check for something like this, right? You're going to be doing a challenge check against your own stats, so you will know what the difficulty challenge is. But you're going to be rolling a D100, and your goal is to get less than your the number on your DC. So this would be an intellect check. So 64, right?
Yep.
Yes, plus 10 with computer.
Or would it be plus 15
if
because
it's
of hacking?
considered hacking.
You could add plus 15 for hacking if you want. So then, since that would be that's 79, right?
Yep.
So-
Yes.
So 79 or above is a miss. Anything below 79 is a success.
Oh, I like that.
So go ahead and roll, and let's just see.
Oh,
Failure.
fuck. That is unfortunate. At least
okay.
it's not a critical fail.
So, yeah, crits are a little bit different than what you're used to in D&D here too. Crits, whether fail or success, are doubles. So if you get a double, you got to crit something.
And then the
Oh.
player manual was also saying that anything that's between 90 and 99 is also a crit fail.
Yes, that is.
I'm confused on how the plus 15 works. Because if higher is less desirable, then does the plus 15 subtract from that?
No, it makes it easier because you're adding it to your stat, so that makes
Yep.
the number bigger, which means it's
Oh, okay.
harder. It's
Yeah.
harder to get a number above it.
Yeah, it's a good question. So unlike D&D, you're not adding this modifier to your dice. You're adding it to your modifier to your sheet, your challenge number. Whew, I can word. Okay. So with an 81, you do some deft hacking. You're pulling up the files. You're taking a look at the logs. You decide to take a look at all the monitors that were active at the time that this would have been entered. You're looking at dates and timestamps, and as an android, you're doing this relatively fast. You find that by and large, the terminals at the mining station do not require credentials or individual login stats. There are some.
That is a colossal security.
There are some
Scrubs.
There is some security, and that requires a key card. So there's some parts of the system that you can't access, but you are able to access. You are able to identify rather that there was that the computer terminal that was used to update this is not the computer terminal that you're working on now.
Interesting.
Those apps. Sorry, can you say that again?
The terminal you're using now is not the terminal that was used to modify the job.
They used a
Those
different
access
computer in the.
remotely?
Yeah, they used a
Is there
different
any way
computer
for me
in
to
the
tell
complex.
Yeah, is there any way for me to tell what computer was used?
You aren't able to tell what computer is used, but you know the what would it be? The it's not necessarily an IP address, it's a machine address. You recognize there's something wrong with the machine address. It's not up to corporate code.
Another. Very disappointing.
I'd like to turn to, what was her name?
Sonia, yeah.
And say,
Query. Is this facility outfitted with a security system with cameras and the such?
Sonia looks at you and laughs. We're a mining facility. We don't have security, and we don't need cameras everywhere. Everyone's working. If they're not working, they're in their quarters, or they're in their mess. They're relaxing or resting. We work.
Or fucking.
Exclamation. Well, as it turns out, you might actually need that kind of thing in case someone decides they're gonna go missing. Little bit of a suggestion. Maybe look into that. Or tell your boss look into that. I don't know. Would have made this easier.
Sonia just shakes her head and she's like, I'll forward the suggestion to corporate because we know they love spending money on us.
Yeah, right. Well, your corporate's gonna owe us 10,000 credits if we can find this Mike guy. So, where was he last seen?
You know,
Who else is on the station? Is it just you, Mike, and how many people are stationed here?
she takes a moment to kind of count on her fingers. Well, there's me, that's one, and then obviously there's Mike. Yeah, he's Mike. There's Rosa. Gotta go talk to her again. I sent Kentaro and Morgan out to go get the what. I think I've switched between an Australian and a British accent, and now I don't know what this accent is. I keep.
It's fine.
Yeah, her
It's
accent.
exotic. They're out on the running, you know? They just, it's its own dialect now.
It's a cybernetic implant. It changes it every 5 minutes. Kentaro and Morgan are loading the ice. Let's see. We've got our head driller Dana, assistant driller Jerome. Breaker, gotta have the breaker out there, and then the putter. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh yeah, And there's that damn geologist that came by. Dr. Ethan, he's... Corporate said we had to have him. He doesn't do a damn good thing on this mine. But I don't know. What is that? I think that's about 5 people.
It's more than 5 people, but that's all right. Sorry, I'm trying to take notes here.
No, you're right. You're right. You don't get to be team leader of the base without knowing your numbers. So, I think that was 18 people.
Oh, lovely. Okay. All right. So where was Mike last seen? Where did you personally last see Mike?
I personally try to avoid seeing him if I can. Guy's a little jittery, but...
Are you the boss here? Are you the person they put in charge?
Obviously. I'm keeping this place together. I'm keeping this place together with duct tape and shoestring.
And certainly not Mike. So where did you last see him?
I don't know. It was probably I saw him going into the quarters. And she hooks a thumb over into the quarters, which is right behind, or right next to where you guys are.
Okay, so that's to the east on the map here?
Yes.
Okay. Could you be bothered to provide us access to his quarters so we can go drag this guy to our ship? Not that it's that kind of a... You know, it's just business.
It's communal living. Just go through the door and you'll see the bunks.
Great. Let's go find Mike, guys. Let's go.
All right, so you'll make your way to the quarters. The airlock doors open up. Struggle.
Are they
but
airlock or like just automatic? Are they like
they
doors or?
Given that this is a mine built on an asteroid, they probably should be airlock. And there's a sticker on there that says airlock. But y'all have been you all been traveling through space for a minute. Al, your character is kind of old. He's seen an airlock before. As this is not safe. If they needed to seal that door, whoever needed to be on the safe side of it would die.
Well, we can tell this corporation cuts corners. Fucking airlock.
Simulated
Ain't no
opinion.
Damn fucking airlock.
This place is not up to code.
You're gonna make your way into the quarters, and I'm rolling a dice. Okay.
Are you doing that?
Why?
Down dice.
Why am I doing that?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I rolled a 7, so.
Well, you didn't make it a
Whatever
public
it was,
roll,
succeeded.
so.
No, this is a private
It
roll.
worked. Whatever happened, it worked.
You enter the quarters. You find simple bunks. Is about, you can easily count 10 of them. That are all kind of they're sectioned so that they can kind of you pull a curtain and it closes into kind of a private cell like room type bed thing. There's you'll see 5 bunks on each side of the wall, in various sets of disarray. You'll see one bunk with the name Ray next to it or in front of it, in a state of disarray, and there's kind of these brownish stains on the pillow and the sheets. You'll see a few different others. Sonia's is gonna stand out all the way at the end of the room. It's got a lanyard hanging on a wall hook. And then you'll see a kind of a boom box lying beside it, but the bed itself is made very nice, neat. It's just a cassette, an old timey, think 1970s cassette tape lying on the bed.
Suggestion. Hey, Diode. If you want to get an accurate look at how many people are here, maybe count the number of names on these bunks.
That is a great suggestion. You're better at counting. You're a robot. Count them.
That was not my job.
Fine. Fuck. All right, I'll count the bunks.
So you're gonna count. You'll count 10 bunks, of course, but you'll find that only 9 of them have names. You've got Sonya's bunk, Ashraf's bunk, Dana's bunk, Jerome's bunk, Kentaro's bunk, Morgan's bunk, Ree's bunk, Rose's bunk, Mike's bunk, but then there's another bunk that's been unused. The bed's been kind of shifted and arranged, so it's a little bit more of a couch. There's a macro game console lying there. You can see a game console, a game lodged into it. It says do-gooder. And then a portable cassette player and recorder lying on top of it. You'll have also noticed that one of the bunks is occupied. Kentaro's bunk, you'll see, has someone in it. They're kind of, you can't see their face. Their blankets are covered over their head. They're kind of curled into a ball.
Presumably, hopefully, that's Kentaro.
It's not going to be Kentaro. Or if it is, we got worse problems.
You'll see there's a laundry basket there with some clothings. There's, you can see some undergarments, some men's undergarments, women's undergarments mixed in there.
Oh, he was one of the guys moving ice?
Yes, Kentaro and Morgan were the ones that were supposed to be moving ice from our ship to the station.
And then inside the basket with the laundry is several tissues with something kind of yellow staining on them.
You.
Yellow? Fuck. I mean, given that I'm a doctor, can I tell what that is? What the yellow stuff is? I guess I should also just take a look here. I need to pull up my character sheet and see what I have on me. Yeah, I don't have any scanners or anything. I have AutoMed and a stim pack, but I don't have any scanners, so I can only go off of basically my my experience as a surgeon.
So I'll let you go ahead and roll an intellect, and you can add your surgery to it.
Okay. That'd be nice to test out. But before I do that, I'm going to let my companions know that Kentaro bunk is occupied, but we were told Kentaro's out pulling ice from our ship into the station. That doesn't add up. Unless that's not Kentaro.
Explanation. What the fuck is he doing sleeping? Man, if this was my barracks, these motherfuckers would be a lot cleaner, a lot more fit, and they'd be doing their goddamn jobs.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll that surgery check.
Okay. Success. So with that success, you can tell almost immediately that yellow fluid, that yellow stain, I'm going to say, is most definitely not anything you have ever seen.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to walk up to Kentaro's bunk.
Okay.
I'm going to ask the person on the bunk, is your name Mike?
And then, and you hear, oh, Mike. Oh, man, I haven't seen Mike in 8 days. Oh, God.
Where did you last see Mike?
Oh, man, I don't know. I'm not feeling so hot, man.
Mike is not here and this person cannot help us. We should look somewhere else.
Yeah. We weren't told
Query.
that there was a sickness going around.
Query. Hey. You Kentaro?
Of course, I'm Guitar. Who else would be in Guitar's bed? God damn it. Stop yelling, it hurts.
Exclamation. Well, if you're supposed to be Kentaro, then who's supposed to be fixing to get our ass off of our ship and onto your station?
I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling... I haven't been feeling so well since... Oh, man. I don't know. It's not my job to figure it out.
The bed that had the rust-colored stains. Whose bed was that one?
That was Ray's bunk.
Ray. Okay.
There's another Ray.
I think there was only one Ray.
Yeah, there's just the one Ray.
I'm Ray.
Okay, there's another Ray.
Yeah, there's 2 Rays on the station. Now that's suspicious.
There should be only one.
You're
just,
Sorry about
the
while
android
you're
that
gone-
came to replace Ray.
that. What?
While you were gone, I asked which bunk had the rust-colored stains on the pillow and the. I mean, I think it's a safe bet that that's blood, but I'm a bit freaked out right now, so I think we need some answers.
You'll also hear from the quarters. There are other passageways that you can take. To your north is going to be the mess hall. There's a big sign that says mess, and then down to the south is a closed thin door, and a small window on it, and you see tiles in that room. It is it looks like it these are like cheap maybe blue tiles. Looks like it's probably some sort of restroom.
Okay. What about the door to the south?
That's the one that goes to the restroom. The one to the north,
Oh, sorry, north.
yeah, north of the mess hall, and the whole place is kind of a mess. But you'll also notice that there are loose ceiling tiles above you as well.
Are they blue?
No, they're more of a neutral gray. But they don't look like they're battened down. They look like they could be easily removed.
Before we leave, I want to go and check out Sonia's station over here. It was on the far end, in the corner, right?
Yeah, yep.
All right. I do think we need to confront Sonia and ask about the sick crew member, but I'm interested in that tape. I want to see, is it labeled at all? Or is it just a blank tape?
No, it is. It is labeled. You'll see that there's a scratched handwritten label that says Sonia.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pocket that. They said there were no cameras, so I feel pretty safe pocketing that.
All right. So you You pocket the cassette.
Yeah. And then you said that there was a lanyard on the wall.
Yes.
What does that have on it? What does it say?
So the lanyard. The lanyard has a key card attached to it.
Feeling pretty klepto. I'm going to grab that too.
Okay. You now have her key card.
Has any of us investigated Mike's little area?
No, we should do that. That's a good point. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's see what we find in Mike's station.
So you go up to Mike's old bunk, and you find that it's been cleaned out. If you take a close look, you'll find that one of the tiles behind the bunk is loose. I'm sorry, not behind the bunk. The ceiling tile above the bunk is loose.
I assume it's you investigating this, Hades?
Yeah. I'm going to climb the bunk and push aside that ceiling tile to see what's in there.
You push the ceiling tile aside, and you find an empty squirt bottle, like spray bottle. Looks like it's something you might use for maybe misting plants or misting, food or something, or a cat. And then right alongside it is a revolver with some ammunition.
Holy crap. So what are you going to do?
Is anyone near the bunk with me?
Well,
I would have investigated with you.
I was on the other side of the... Well, where is Mike's bunk relative to the room?
Mike's bunk would be up against the east wall.
Okay, so you guys are pretty close.
Like over here?
Yeah.
I would probably still be over by Sonia's station.
I'm going to
Oh, shit.
pocket the pistol and ammunition that is obviously unattended to and very likely unlicensed and probably shouldn't be in the possession of whoever put it there.
Well, whoever put it there hasn't been seen in weeks. Or days, I guess. So,
You
I don't think it
presume.
matters.
But yeah, I'm gonna pocket the pistol and ammunition.
All right. So you have the pistol, you have the ammunition. You can add that to your inventory.
Oh, shit. I need to
Alright.
add stuff to my inventory.
So just revolver, you said it was?
Yes.
I'm just going to put this over in my notes. Keycard and tape. And then you said that there was in one of these bunks a kind of like a Walkman sort of thing.
Yeah, down on the unused bunk, which is on the opposite side of the room, so on the west side, the southwest corner, is there's a cassette player recorder lying on top of it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and grab that so I can listen to the tape. I assume this is where the geologist would have been staying temporarily, because let's see here, geologist, Dr. Ethan. Was there a station for Dr. Ethan, or was he absent?
There was no specific bunk for Dr. Ethan, no.
So I would bet that he was over here. Is there anything left in this station, or is it pretty well cleaned out?
Well, it's propped up like a couch. It looks like it's used, but not used to sleep on. And there's a game console there.
Huh.
Um,
So like the recreation center.
Yeah.
They had a mess hall and a bathroom attached to this. Wow, this would be such a sad, sad life.
yeah. Loch,
Yeah.
was the revolver loaded?
It was not loaded. There was ammo beside it though.
Okay, how much ammo?
5 rounds.
All right, so it's got 5 out of 6.
Were you going to listen to the cassette?
I wanted to ask Sonya about the sick crew member and the fact that he's not out there hauling ice. So that would be my next course of action. I'll listen to the cassette, but probably not right away.
All right, before you do that, Willie, you doing anything?
I have nothing to particularly do right now. Everyone else is investigating everything that I would have been.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Was there
I'm
something
not
in-
complaining about anything? No. That's not how I'm about to come across. I'm just.
But if something sounds particularly interesting to investigate, jump in, and you can have
I'm
a
just
chance
trying to
to
think.
explore too.
No, I'm just trying to think. Like, what would be the next step towards finding Mike?
Next step towards finding Mike. Well, we could explore the other rooms, but I'm more interested in the main contract because Mike was just a bonus. And the main contract says delivering ice and then delivering a payload to our next port of call, which I can't remember what it is, but that's kind of the critical thing here because clearly, what's his
If
name?
we don't do that, we're not getting
Kintaro.
paid at all.
Kintaro is not unloading our ship. So
Yeah.
let's go talk to Sonya if you guys are down.
Yeah.
Were you not going
Suggestion.
to investigate Kintaro and see what is ailing? A doctor.
You want me to be a doctor? You want me to be a free doctor? Fuck. Fine. I'll go check out Kintaro and I'll see if I can figure out what he's sick with.
Okay. So you approach Kintaro, and he is reluctant to respond to you. He keeps the covers over his head. He doesn't want to be bothered. Do you persist?
Is he talking though? At least is he at least talking to me?
He's grunting. He's
I'll
like,
ask him.
he's like-
Kintaro.
leave me alone. I'm not feeling so good.
I'm a doctor, Kintaro. My friend seems to think that we should figure out why you're sick.
You're a doc.
How did this start? Where did you first what were your first symptoms, and did it correspond to anything you did?
I worked in the mine.
Did any of your coworkers get sick?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't keep track of everyone. We work in shifts. Are you examining him?
Well, he's not giving me any useful information, so yeah, I'll go ahead and examine him.
So the first thing you'll notice is that he smells absolutely rank. This man has not showered in at least a few days.
Okay.
So after you get past the absolute rank stench that is coming up from his, this is a muscular man, so this is a man who'd give off a very strong odor. After you get past that and you do an examination, as near as you can tell, the only thing that seems to be wrong with him is he seems severely dehydrated.
What the fuck? Severely dehydrated? When's the last time you had a glass of water, son?
I don't know. I don't like water. I don't touch the stuff.
The fuck does that mean? You're 70% water, bitch. I think it's 70%, isn't it?
I don't know. If I need water, I'll just eat a nutrient paste.
You're gonna die at an early age, son. You gotta get your shit together.
He
all right, so
forcefully pulls his blanket over his head. Fucking doctor doesn't know what he's talking about.
fucking patient doesn't know what he's fucking getting himself into. Yeah, let's go talk to Sonya and see what's going on here. Come on.
Suggestion. We should ask her about if anyone's cleared out Mike's stuff. Because if no one here has messed with Mike's bunk and his stuff, then he might have packed it up to go.
Yeah. He would have had to keep that somewhere, though. There was no, like, suitcase or anything by his bunk, right?
There was not, no.
Answer.
No, I didn't see anything there. Maybe he's squirreled it away somewhere. Yeah, a mist bottle hiding up in above a floor tile, a roof tile. Are they the same thing or are they different?
Matter of
I
perspective.
don't know, that's not in my database. But he is prone to
Depends
hiding
on which
things
way
then.
the gravity is turned on.
All right, well, we'll ask about it. Let's go back to the workspace and we'll talk to Sonya.
All right. So you come back into the workspace and you hear Sonya yelling into the intercom at the workstation. What do you mean she ain't working the mine? She's our only mining engineer. Ah, you find Mike? She says as she looks at the three of you.
Do I look like I have Mike with me?
You look like you have a
I've
chip on your shoulder.
I do got a chip on my shoulder. So, Sonya, you just told us that Kentaro and Morgan are out hauling the ice off our ship.
Yeah.
Kentaro is over in his bunk, sick, with something horrendous.
Well, you know, that probably explains why I just found out that Rosa's out there helping Morgan move the ice.
Observation. This crew suffers from a chronic lack of communication.
We're doing the best we can for the company. We work day in and day out to mine this stupid rock. And as she says that, she kicks the terminal. For the stupid company, for the stupid pennies we get. She takes a breath. I'm sorry. A lot on my mind.
Yeah, that's understandable. And I don't mean to push you hard. We're just in the same kind of position here, trying to get our work done.
Well, I'd have that supply up on the lift and up here for you if it wasn't for the fact that Rosa went out and took another job. Poor girl's half able to stay awake as it is, working 2 shifts like she is. Damn girl. Let's see. You know what? She leans over the intercom. Jerome, get those supplies on up here. We need to get them. We got guests here. They need to get the supplies on the ship so they can head on out. And then she pulls back, thinks for a moment. Jerome, Mike down there with you by any chance? I know I keep asking for him, but apparently he's supposed to shuffle off with this crew. Is he down there with you? Jerome, this is not the time for your fucking games. Jerome. God damn it, Jerome. You know, I'll go down there and get you supplies myself. She makes her way over to the elevator and flips the elevator.
Why don't we come with and help? We can help haul it up faster.
I'm much obliged. So the elevator makes its way up, and you can hear it as it slowly comes up. Very long mine shaft. They've been digging for quite a while. It comes up.
We have stairs.
No, we don't have stairs. The lift's the only way up and down. Lift.
Observation. That there is a fire hazard.
We're in
We
space.
don't have OSHA out here.
She says, don't worry, we're in space and we've got vacuum seal on all the doors. We'll be fine.
Yeah, vacuum. How does it drum those doors?
The elevator comes up to the landing with a and the how many of you going down?
I don't think we should break up. I think we should stick together.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
a follower, not a leader. I'm a robot. I do what the crew is doing.
All right. So you guys make your way down the mine shaft. As you make your way down, Sonia goes ahead and explains how the company's been mining metals that are used for a lot of ships and space stations. She'll point to veins and dark streaks in the wall as a reference to the kind of metals that they dig for, and the lift continues to go down. And as you're making your way down there, she explains, you know, this down here in the main entrance is going to be, it'll be the safest place for you without a vac suit. But if you want to go any further than that, because, you know, we're digging beyond the entrance, obviously, but if you want to go in any of the tunnels, those are not, those do not have atmo or life support, so you'll want to make sure you have some sort of suit. You come down, the
Do
air...
androids need life support?
Androids and robots do not.
So, yeah, I have scrubs. That's not something that seals.
No.
That's certainly not something that seals.
So you would notice, Al, that... And Hades and Willie, your sensors would pick up on it. Not that it'd be particularly important to you. But you would notice that the air is getting a lot thinner as you get further into the mine shaft. It's a lot like, you know, when you're climbing, when you're going higher in elevation and the air becomes thinner. You're experiencing a lot of that. So there's some shortness of breath, a little bit difficult for you to breathe, for your character to breathe out.
Okay.
And as you make your way down, the lift finally comes to rest in a it's the mine entrance. Comes to a carved out cavern. You can see some that's been carved out and drilled. Like it's very uniformly formed through large drills. You'll also see that there's some automated drills that are, you know, set up on one side. There is a drill that is left resting at this mine. It's kind of its back is to you, and it was the front of it is halfway into the asteroid, where it seems it's either parked or it had stopped digging. And you'll I need to open it up here for you too. So you
I
see
can't
it.
see shit, Cam.
And you'll see that there is a bolted and sealed airlock on one end that has a sign over it that says mining tunnel. And there's a warning symbol, like a warning sticker slapped on the door that has an icon, a recognizable icon for wearing vac suits, with a little oxygen symbol beside it. But what you'll notice particularly interesting is there are a stack of crates and supplies that are right there. Oh, that's right. I need to roll here real quick.
So we're in the mine entrance right now?
You are in the mine entrance now, yeah. Oh, interesting.
Apparently.
You'll notice that the supplies, there's a fresh crate of supplies that are all stacked up right there, right in front of the lift. And you'll see a single boot next to it.
A single boot is next to the
My
supplies.
intuition tells me that we have found a mic.
Is that their Mike's boot?
Nah. Sonia says, no, that ain't Mike. Mike has dainty feet. Don't ask me how I know that.
All right, okay. Uh-huh.
It ain't Rosa either. She has big, ugly feet.
All right, well, this is progress right here. These are the supplies that we're supposed to be shipping out?
Yeah, these are the supplies. And Sonia is fixated on the boot. She's kind of approaching it and kind of examining it. Yeah, these are the supplies. You know, you load them up and you can get them on your ship.
I mean, the boot is kind of the elephant in the room. Does it still have a foot in it?
So there is the boot itself would go up your shaft, and it is limp and hanging over to one side. So you'd have to.
Okay, it's slumped over.
Yeah, you'd have to open it up to find out.
It's not on its side. It's just kind of.
No, the boot is flat. The heel is flat on the mine floor. It's the part that goes up your shin that's flopped over.
So, question about the terrain around here. Is this all rocky terrain, or is there a layer of dust on the ground?
It would be mine floor. So it's not swept. It would be, kind of dirty. Like, it's the sort of thing that just is all dirt, so you don't sweep it.
Okay. Is there any indication of like footprints or something being dragged near the boots? Is it just or is it just the boot kind of plopped there with nothing around it disturbed?
So you can see that boot does have footprints that were kind of going around the crates. They came up to where the boot is and then just stopped with another boot print or footprint right next to where the boot is, and nothing past it. As near as you can tell, there's only one pair of footprints.
I'm gonna look.
You want to do it, or?
I'm gonna look up above the boot at the ceiling.
Yeah, let's look up.
Okay, so you look up at the ceiling. You can see where lighting has been strung up, loose lighting, and they're it's kind of waving in the mine shaft, and one of them is flickering. It's very, very poor light, dim light. So the shadows are long and dark, but there doesn't seem to be anything else up on the ceiling.
Well, you all have a creepy ass operation going on here. Random boots, faulty electricity. I pity you. I pity you.
Warning.
This is highly irregular.
Yeah, clearly that boot came from somebody.
Somebody that was walking.
The company doesn't pay us to light the mine, they just pay us to drill it. We mostly use the lights on our suits. We don't need a whole lot. She seems to be indignant about your criticism of her operation.
All right. Well, I'm going to take a look at the cargo here and check it against our contract, the manifest from the contract, to see if it's all here.
It matches everything on the manifest. Everything is there.
What is it on? You said it was on some kind of...
It's on like a pallet.
Is it on like a pallet? So it's not a pallet with wheels, it's just a pallet.
Yeah, it's just a pallet. There's a forklift over to one side that you can use to wheel it onto the lift.
Okay.
It's like a powered forklift. You just need to switch it on.
The android and the robot would be strong enough to carry the pallet?
A power forklift would be a powered pallet jack.
Yeah, that's right. It'd be a pallet jack.
I have a strength of 60.
And what is your strength, Willie?
My strength is 20.
So, Willie...
No, your strength is not. Your strength is 40.
What? That was a 20.
No, your combat
40.
is 22. Your sanity is 20.
Okay, but it's probably going to make more sense to use the pallet jack.
Yes.
Right, so I'll go take a look at the pallet jack over here. Where is it relative to us? Is it kind of over by a wall?
Yeah, it's just off to the western wall. It looks like it was recently moved there. Probably was used to move supplies in the recent past.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything in the meantime, or?
Exclamation. Well, if no one else is gonna be brave enough to look in the boot to see if my foot's still in there, I will.
I go over.
Well, my pay grade. It's above my pay grade cap.
I go
It is
over.
irrelevant for our current mission.
I go over and I'll like open up the hole in for the leg.
Okay.
In the boot.
So the first thing you'll notice is that there's something oozing on the boot, and as you open it up, you will see that there is a dislodged foot. There's a bone sticking out from the foot, where the foot was left behind in the boot. And with that, you'll want to go ahead and give yourself a point of stress. And I think I'll have you roll a panic check as well. This is a good opportunity for a panic check.
Panic is pretty
Okay, so I
bad.
have 1 out of 2 points of stress right now.
No, you go up. So you were at 2. You want to go up to 3.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the minimum. Okay.
Yep. So then,
panic check. How do I do that?
So panic check. When the worst has happened, to avoid panicking, roll the panic die. That's a d20, greater than the character's current stress, or else you panic. So roll to see if you get higher than 3.
I succeeded.
So you're able to
panic.
You hold your composure as you look at the severed
I would hope
foot.
a robot would hold his fucking composure.
This is an old robot and a war robot, so they've seen some shit.
Oh yeah.
Danger. Danger. There is definitely a severed foot in this boot.
Fucking sakes.
Sonya catches her breath.
You have any idea whose boot that belongs to?
Well, if I had to guess, it was Jerome. Not Jerome. Jerome. If I had to guess, that was Jerome. He was the only one who was down here helping Rosa before she went off to get the water from the delivery.
Information. Hey, Diode. Looks like this foot was removed kind of violently.
Bones sticking
Yeah,
out.
no
Broken.
shit. Yeah, it's bad. Fuck.
Query, could there be any kind of, mining related thing that could cause that to come off? Or are we dealing with something worse?
Not with the body being gone.
You
The body would
see,
still be here.
you see Sonia, who's trying to kind of process this and put it together. She's like, yeah, there's a dangerous mining equipment everywhere. There's drills. That has to be it. It has to have been some sort of mining accident.
I mean, yeah, the mining accident went to go to probably a med station or something and just forgot to take the foot along with. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Query, is there any mining equipment in this room?
Sonia is literally standing by a bunch of handheld drills.
Shut up, cat. Shut up.
She looks at the drills and looks at you. Yeah?
All right,
Explanation.
I dealt with, artillery and shit. I don't know mining equipment.
Obviously. Must be because you're an old model or something.
I was programmed for military service,
Not brain.
for mining.
Not for brains, that's for damn sure.
Explanation. I do not have a brain inside me. There is no biological components to me, and any suggestions are a violation. No, you didn't sign that. Never mind.
This is why I turn off every AI on the mine. I don't have to deal with this shit. She proceeds to talk to herself as if you're not there, complaining about robots and AI and androids. She gives you a side eye, Willie.
I have said next to nothing. Isn't no reason for you to have any irritation with me.
That's not how prejudice works there, Willie. Or Ray.
See, that's what
Willie.
I don't understand why they program you with sarcasm. It's fucking stupid. You're a fucking toaster.
Explanation. Sarcasm is a very comforting thing in the field of war.
I'm getting out of here. Sonia makes her way to the elevator.
No, you fucking don't. We gotta take that shaft back up. Fuck. I'm gonna run to the
You
shaft
can see
and
her
stop her from
pushing the
sending it up.
button.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the button to keep it here.
Why don't
That's something I
you?
can do, right?
Let's see if you can beat her speed. Why don't you go ahead and why don't you roll a speed check?
I don't have anything special, so I'm just gonna roll speed, right?
Yeah, go fast, old man.
Oh, my bones!
Oh my god. Okay. So she gets up there and she's pushing the button. And as she pushes the button, the elevator begins rising. And as it rises...
Can I back away, or am I on it right now?
You had a critical failure. So as it rises, you had leaped up to grab onto it, but you couldn't gain any purchase while trying to grasp for it. And you slide off, and you'll take 1 point of damage for falling off the elevator.
Okay. Can't use arrow to indicate damage. All right. Fuck my fucking ankle. Fuck. Ah, shit. Someone get the pallet jack running. I'm gonna try to call the elevator back.
That was irritating.
Up.
I will.
Aye,
leave on the
sir.
pallet jack.
What is the interface for the mine shaft? Is it just like an up and down button? Or just a call button?
It is just a call button. But it is one of those call buttons that will not return the lift until after it's made its ascent. So you are down here.
I'll press it anyway.
You're down here and waiting for the lift. You've got the jack into the pallet and it's sitting there. As you're waiting in kind of the eerie darkness, you hear somewhere deep in the mines.
Hear what?
You hear. And then again.
Warning. Unidentified sound. I'm going to arm myself.
I pull out the revolver.
And then you hear. And right up at the airlock door.
Do I have time to? The airlock door is closed, right?
It is closed, yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be breathing.
Yeah. Right at the airlock door down at the south, you hear. Something's banging on the door.
Danger. That is probably not a very friendly, whatever that is.
Everybody quiet. Don't make any sound. Let's just go ahead and listen.
I'm going to train my pistol on the door.
Does the door look like it's giving way, or is it staying sturdy?
The door is holding fast. The pounding continues, but slower.
I'm gonna continue to wait to make sure that it. I think we should continue to wait and see if it'll stop.
Yeah, I'm just holding my position.
And there's a little window. There's a little window you can see on the other side of that airlock. And then you see the yellow form of the palm of a hand slap it. The yellow vac suit of someone's hand slap the window, and then slide down.
Is
Suggestion. We do not open that door.
That was my assumption that was a person trying to gain entrance in here, running away from something.
We didn't hear anything of a conflict, just the banging on the door. And if it was someone who worked here, they would know how to get through that door.
You can hear
Unless they're in a
the
panicked, irrational state.
lift has started returning, but you can also hear what might be a scratching noise from beyond that airlock door.
Okay. I've got an idea. So we've got the pallet jack and we've got the cargo ready to go onto the lift, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Willie's character.
And you said that there was... Sorry, what was that, Hades?
Willie's character was taking care of the pallet jack.
Okay.
My name is
Okay,
Ray
so-
Dugnut.
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah,
So,
right.
you said that there was a large piece of mining equipment that was partly in one of the tunnels over here.
Yeah.
How big of mining equipment is this? Is this like a big drill, like a driven drill, or is this just like a...
Yeah.
What exactly is it?
It'd be like it's not a full car size. It's be the size of probably a buggy. It is a driven drill. The drill, there's a pilot seat on the back. The drill itself looks like it's well lodged into the mine wall.
Okay, it's lodged into the wall. It's stuck.
It was probably drilled through when it was parked. I mean, it looks like it was functioned into a parked space. Best guess is that they had parked it that way to essentially store the drill, so it didn't take so much space.
That's good. So here's my crazy idea here. So we're in a situation where something ended up taking someone and leaving a foot. There's clearly something going on here, something dangerous. There's people going missing and all that. I say, screw the bonus. We get the cargo onto the ship if we can and then leave. But whatever caused that foot to be severed over there, I'm going to take a wild guess that it might be attracted to the noise that we're making, because clearly something came towards the main entrance, and all that we were really doing was kind of making a bunch of noise. You couldn't really detect heat through walls or anything like that. So whatever is happening down here might be attracted to noise, or at least it could be a good distraction. So I'm thinking if I can get to that mining equipment, and if I can turn it on and jam something into the gas pedal, I can send it down one of the tunnels, and it can serve as a distraction once the mine shaft returns, and hopefully that'll give us a little bit of time to get on the mine shaft and get out of here before whatever it is figures it out. Is that a crazy idea, or does that sound okay?
Do we have access to any tunnels in here, or is it just this room and the airlock?
It said it was partway down a tunnel.
The airlock itself leads to a tunnel. Otherwise, you have the upper shaft. And mind, this room, this mine shaft, is the extent of your oxygen envelope.
Yeah, so if it actually drills through something and breaks through, we would lose our oxygen here.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Well, we don't have to have it driving. We could just get it started and have it running, and that would probably generate enough noise to maybe be a distraction.
Yeah, we could just start it and have it running when we go up the elevator.
So are there keys in this thing, or how does it operate? Is it a push button?
There's no keys, no need for it. It would just be a push button. You could start it up.
Okay. All right. I'll explain my plan to the others that whatever that is, we got to make sure that it's distracted while we try to make our escape. I'm going to start the mining equipment once the elevator gets here. And
I'm going. Wait, before you do that, I'm going to turn my weapon on the elevator just in case. I'm
Oh,
also
yeah,
going to
watch
say.
this.
I'm also going to say.
Warning. Whatever we're dealing with here might be a little bit smart. If that was a real person on the other side of that door, they would be banging on the window the whole time and like looking through it, screaming for help. I think that hand was baked.
Yeah, that's great. I just want to get out of here as fast as we can, dude.
Agreed. Just be careful. We might not be dealing with an animal.
That's true. That's true. All right, I'll be at the ready for the button, and we'll wait for the mine shaft to arrive, or the elevator to arrive. Unless you wanted to do anything, Ray, Willie.
I will continue to get the cargo ready to load.
Okay.
Okay, it should be ready. You know, like we should be right there.
So the
Opening it next to the elevator door so that we can make an expedited departure.
So the lift arrives without incident. It comes down with a loud clank. Hits the its breakers here on the mine floor, and the loose restraint or door type thing that they have there lifts up. As you climb up to the seat, Al, to start your mining machine, you flip a switch, a cover of where the button is, and you push the button, and nothing happens.
Well, I'm not going to waste time trying to figure out why it doesn't work. So I'm going to make my way to the mine shaft, and we're going to just leave.
Yeah, I'm going to make
Good
my
plan.
way.
Just one.
I'm going to make my way onto the elevator, keeping my weapon trained on the tunnel up. Side note, are there any boots on this elevator?
No.
So, yeah, is there anything on the elevator?
The elevator's clean.
All
Okay.
right, everyone pile in.
You load the crate onto the elevator. You all get onto the elevator without incident. You start the elevator and it goes up. And you hear a loud crrr as the elevator then makes its way up slowly up the shaft. You can feel
I'm going to keep...
the silence.
Oh, sorry.
Or I should say you can feel the noise of the elevator, the creaking and the clanking of the chain as it pulls you to the surface, almost as if there's an ominous presence watching and waiting.
I'm going to keep my gun trained on the tunnel walls and look for any hostiles as we head up.
Okay, you'll make your way up. The elevator's slow, it's methodic. You can hear it jerk, it stop for a moment, and then continue. And it makes its way to the top without incident. I gotta do a roll real quick. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Okay. You'll
It's ominous.
You'll make your way up, and you'll find Sonia is up at the top, and she is accompanied by two other miners who are pulling themselves out of their vac suits, and Sonia is scolding one of them, kind of a cheery young woman, but you can see bags under her eyes. I can't believe you went out there without approval. What's wrong with you? How could you possibly go out there? And what about Jerome? Where is Jerome? Where is he? And
I'm going to lower my weapon, by the way.
Nice.
The other girl, who's with her, kind of short cropped hair, looks. She's like, "Relax. He's probably off playing some video game. You know how he likes to do that, slacking as always." And she nods to the elevator that's coming up behind. She says, "Looks like the supplies got up here anyway." Sonia turns around, startled to see you guys come up. How much?
That's right. I'll send you an invoice.
Oh my god. Yeah. Go ahead. Get it out. Get that off my ship. You know what? Just get out of here.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. That is mission number 1.
Weird stuff hasn't started happening till you all showed up. So get the fuck off my station.
Observation. Sounds like weird shit started when Mike disappeared.
Aside from the ominous banging on the airlock door, it was perfectly safe down there.
Yeah, maybe don't mention that part.
The short cropped hair girl looks at you, Willie, and then looks down. She's like, that's probably just Dana. She was down there drilling further into the mines.
Is there toxic? Is there toxic stuff that you're drilling down there? Like, what exactly are
They
you
said they're
mining?
just drilling metals.
Yeah, are there any toxic substances that you've come across?
You will notice that the short cropped hair girl looks over at the perky girl, does a quick side eye at her, and then the perky girl kind of looks down and away. And the short cropped hair girl looks at you, looks past you guys at Sonia, then looks at you guys and says, "No."
Yeah, all right. Well, I don't mean to pry anyway, so yeah. Have fun.
Well, there's nothing else, and we will be on our way.
Encouragement. Good luck.
Sonia flips the computer, opens the airlock, and sends you on your way back towards your ship.
Oh, thank God.
Before I make my way all the way through the airlock, I do turn around.
Warning, danger. This unit's programming does not allow it to retain information of possible injury. There is a possible hostile in your mind. Beware.
I turn around and I go with them.
"There's a possible hostile up your ass!" Sonia yells as you leave. And the airlock closes. You guys board your ship. You bring the cargo aboard your ship. You board your ship. And you leave the station.
Observation. This universe is filled with bunch of dangerous shit. I think it was the right call to just get out of there.
Appropriate coming from a combat robot.
So
It's dangerous out there, guys.
as you leave, your navigation computer is going to have the coordinates of Prospero Station put in, and 2 Diode is going to go into cryosleep. The robots and androids, they do not go into cryosleep. They might go off and recharge, or they might stay awake through hyperspace, what have you. But at some point, one of you crossed the section where the cargo bay, after you had left the mining station, you crossed the airlock where you had loaded the supplies in, and you will notice a strange yellow goo on the floor.
Shit.
that's where we'll end it today.
Danger. Danger. Danger.
Warning, Will Robinson.
Danger, Ray Dugnett. Danger.